Hi beautiful soul, here's Julie for another weekly guidance reading. I'm so happy to be with you here today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I am Julie, I am an intuitive, and I am here to share divine message to counsel and teach. So here today I am bringing you the energy of what I'm feeling is actually coming for the week ahead. If you come across this message on another week, it's just meant to be. It's just mean that you need to hear that at that moment. So this week is quite particular again. The energy are really rising very strongly. So if you feel pain in your body, if you feel quite heavy and extremely tired, like exhaustion kind of type of energy, that's because like I was told yesterday, the energy are really rising. I'm seeing an elevation of light, so it's quite incredible the vision I had. And you need to know that during this time there is the element of the dragon that actually is here with us. He's here with us because he needs to help us to anchor again. So we really is still into the Taurus energy, like I talked last week. But so he's here really to ground us very strongly. I can really feel his fire, and I'm really feeling into that the sacral and the solar plexus chakra, which these all represent again. This one is to really connect again to our inner child and our sense of belonging to the whole. That's what I'm hearing right now. With the fire energy that this dragon has, is actually to burn everything around that doesn't serve anymore. He's actually clearing the passage in your life. So to make everything even more authentic. So if you feel that things are changing around, just know that it's actually a new beginning. I feel the number 11, I feel the number 10. It's very strongly new start here. But the energy are extremely potent, like, and they can really throw you again away, and they can really make a lot of physical feeling, like I say, very strong heaviness into the stomach area, very heavy, feeling that there is no energy. You cannot wake up in the morning. You find you kind of drag yourself around, and that's because of that. The dragon is also there to protect you. Because of that change and that rise of energy, a lot of people are going through healing crisis, meaning that everyone is actually releasing all the things that do not belong to them anymore. And if you are quite sensitive and tired with the energy that is happening, actually you may have tendency to actually catch these entities or energy that do not belong to you because you're very sensitive to that. And so the dragon is there to actually roll around you like a snake, you know, roll around you to actually protect you from this energy. So you can really visualize the dragon being around you. He's very red, he's very strong, and I started to feel it like yesterday morning, and last night he came back again, and I really had to really dig in to understand what he was coming to say. But the energy is there really strongly to keep you sane, to keep you protected, to keep you anchored. But it's it's actually beautiful, but it's very draining, the energy that is elevating at the moment. So really what I want to say is stay with us. it's really what want to come is stay with us. So keep yourself healthy, and know that this is just a time to pass, and the things is like is going to get stronger. Like, I mean, I haven't talked about June yet, but actually this is one of the strongest months coming. So I'm going to do a video around that. But so this is just I would say, what I'm hearing, a glimpse of the energy coming. So stay anchored, feel really your inner child, talk your truth and really feel that. We're going to go a bit deeper. So you know how I work now is that I work also with cards to go deeper into the message. And you know, like I say, I don't especially read cards, but I love them. I love their illustration. I love the energy people put into this there's tools, so I love to be able to use them. So we're going to start. Here we go, it's coming out already. Woo. All right, and see what we can feel. But yeah, no, stay with us. It's a very strong time, and you know, I will repeat this pretty much in all my videos, but remember that you choose as a soul to come here to experience this time, because we are creating a new world. We are creating something magnificent, and for it to come, it needs to go through a huge reset, a huge clean. So at the moment, what we're seeing, all the things that arise at this stage, it's all the things that are cleansing, and you'll see. You know, it will take quite a bit of years. So to me, I feel I hear of 2024, 2025 often. So you really have to look after yourself, you know, because it's one of a time, and I feel, you know, we will be able to talk about that later on as a huge era. A huge era, but know that it is something that we shift on an energetic level. We are elevating, we are staying on earth, but we are changing frequency, and therefore we are unable to keep living in the way we were living. There is need a change, and we need to unify to each other very strongly. So through this time, this week, the dragon is here to really protect you and help you to move forward. And the energy, just I feel it's really accepting that the energy and the way you're feeling in a physical way, because it's no, sorry, it's not the right card. I picked the card out, but they say no, it's not that one. I'm just letting it. There is a lot of cards that came out, so no, I don't know why it's not. Here we go. There we go. Good. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to put this away. All right. Let's see what we have. Oh, I hear the message already about connecting back to the self. Yeah. We have lots of cards today. Lots and lots of cards wanting to come out. Okay. All right. So. All right. Yeah. Okay. So what I am feeling straight away is that there is the need of really conquer again our own self. So a message that I received actually last week, and that I shared yesterday, because I channel a lot of text, beautiful message that I'm writing and I'm sharing as I go. And a message that I received is that we know already everything. We conquered all that we needed to conquer here on earth, apart from one thing essential to us, is actually to fall in love with ourselves, our being, our essence, our smile, our skin, our imperfection, and so the guide are really saying it's actually time to get that task, to apply that task in our life, because it is going to help us to prepare us for the purpose we are here to do, but also for other lifetime coming. So this is really the work they are asking us to do, and I feel this is coming actually with the Knight of Cup. In this is actually to really take the time to acknowledge everything we are and appreciate all that we are. What I'm feeling is that we are on a quest. We are on a quest of that, but we are also on a quest of redefining the way we have to live with the Seven of Swords. And there is a bit of still almost, I would say, hiding, and with the moon I feel that it's like almost not everything is seen. I just feel it's like I wanna be able to be seen for what I believe in, but I know that I need to be strategic, and this come a lot. But I think the people who need to hear this message, you'll understand exactly what I mean about being strategic to actually, well, I'm going to say it, but keep what you have in your life right now, because there is such on a physical matter there is a divide, but actually on an energetic level things are coming back together. So again, I'm not saying that it's an illusion, but it's just I think everything is separating to get back together in one point, but we're not quite there yet. So you know that at this stage to it's funny because I want to say to not lose your wings, or to not lose your well, yeah, I want to say that to not lose your wings, not wings, your feather. And it's funny because he's losing the feather. You kind of like strategic and keeping yourself hidden, but doing your own little things to actually get there. And still you have your trust that is very strong. It is really asked for you to keep hoping, you know. We have the star, and it's like continue to really connect to your inner self, connect to really what you believe in, the spark that I keep talking, that is the hope, that is what drives us, because that is what help us to continue and to trust that all that is happening right now is going to unfold something incredible for the best for all of us. And so yeah, and there is the number 17, the star in the major arcanas, and I feel the number 8 is again to say that there is unlimited possibility. So hope and have faith for everything. A door will open. So if you try like 20 doors and they are closed, continue to knock on the door, because I assure you one will open if you continue to trust. And I know sometimes you will feel that you are in the despair in a bit and that fixes are not coming and you're a lot in your head. But what is asked here is to come back to really your heart, and again it's quite incredible with the Five of Swords. What I feel often is that to get to something, sometimes you sweat and you lose sweat and blood, and that card really make me think about that. And I just want to say that that's a perception, and I think that's why it came upside down, is to say actually this is just a perception. So if you turn around, you realize that that's not the way anymore. And yet it's a very difficult time, but if you're very strategic, there is totally the way to actually get what you need. And remember what is essential, because that's the May month, and with the Taurus energy is what is essential to us. So keep really looking at the things that are really essential to you, and be strategic around what you do, how you voice yourself, while keeping your trust and leaving your trust. But remember that you need to drop in your heart instead of being in the head. There is a shift in that I feel that need to happen around that. So the strategy doesn't need to be losing or sweat and or blood to get there, or wings. We actually find other way that, yes, they make us really have to think a lot, but they when they are in place, they flow. That's what I want to say. Okay, so that's what's happening right now, I feel. Then what I'm receiving with the tarot that I found, other card came on the other side, I think what is coming. And we have the Knight of Pentacle. And what I love with the Knight of Pentacle is that we really are planting the seed of our value. And we are walking a path of truth. And I feel soon, you know, you will be able to remove your hoodie, and be able to be seen under the sunlight. And so trust that, you know, the time will start to evolve where the trust that you actually are kind of hiding at the moment, because of the strategy that you need to be taken, will be able to be seen in a soon moment. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And then we have the Four of Wands that came upside down. It came upside down because I feel this is going to take a bit of a time. No, actually not that it's going to take a bit of a time. I feel this card is coming there because what was coming? Okay, yes, because we feel we are unable to find happiness toward this time and what's going on now, because it's taking such a long time. It's a journey that we are living right now, and what is it really saying is that keep doing the things that make you joyful. And I know there is a lot of things that are kept from you for some people, but there is the need to actually find really strong essential value that make you joyful. So I guess to me this card is saying you need to really redefine what is joy. Redefine what is joy. And I'm not surprised then that we have the solar plexus and the sacral chakra that came in, because that's all about the joy again. So again, to me today, it's like a perception that need to change, like the way we are becoming strategic. I think with the joys, how can I shift my perception on what actually happiness and joy are in my life compared to before? Because before it's going to be very different than now. So in the now present moment, where can I find happiness and joy in my life? Yes. So that's what the tarot is actually coming to say. What I love is that we had a lot of spirit animal coming today, and I love the fact that union and vigilance came upside down. So I'm going to show them to you. We have the unicorn. Is it the unicorn? No, the seahorse, sorry. The seahorse and the kingfisher. So with these two cards, the fact that they came upside down to me is because we're not quite there into the union, and like I just said before, we still feel on a physical matter the division, when actually on an energetic level we already passed that. We already unified to each other. And the vigilance, why it came upside down, is because I feel this is where the Seven of Swords is coming. It's like there is vigilance about strategy about what you do, but this is going to shift soon as well. I feel it's going. I think at the moment you're vigilant about what you do and how you do things, because you know how everything is very fragile. That's what I'm hearing. But soon they won't need that anymore, because you will trust your truth completely, and no matter what, you'll be prepared to I don't want to say lose everything, because what I want to say is that you'll be prepared to actually talk your truth over the life that you are scared to lose now. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say, and that is coming right now. Then we have the 8, the mantis. We have a lot of 8. I love it. You know, we have the hope, the 8. We have the mantis, the 8. And again with the mantis, you know, so it's a discernment. And what I want to say is that she eat the male, you know, and I mean the female eat the male, and I think to me it's like overpowering of the, I don't want to say the feminine energy in that, but no, we could say it's actually the feminine energy that is taking over the masculine, because there is need a discernment, and that, you know, with an eye of I don't want to say an eye of femininity, but with the feminine energy we are able to see another side of the world, because the feminine energy stop and look at things. The masculine energy is very stubborn and go for it, so sometimes doesn't look before going. With the feminine energy, it's like it look, it strategize, it discern what is happening, it look almost like 360 degree. And actually that's quite incredible, because with the connection that you start to have with yourself deeply, you're going to actually polish yourself, and I feel that you are going to become a sphere in the middle of the universe, because you're going to realize that you're part of something way bigger than the physical world, and that you are going to polish that sphere, and that you are going to end up in the middle of the universe, and you are going to be able to look 360 degrees around you and have a complete vision of actually everything that is going on. So to me, there is a lot of truth that were hidden, that actually with the light that is coming, that is actually draining us, but is going to actually lift us on an energy level, that we are going to be able to actually see a lot of trust that have been hidden, I hear, from us before, and or from you in your personal life. So I just feel it's quite incredible, because the mantis to me is actually bringing that message. It's funny because I received that message this morning. I was actually writing a text about it, and I could see this beautiful crystal sphere turning, and I could feel that it was us, everyone and each of us in the middle of the universe, because we actually reconnect and to what we are and who we are very deeply, in a sense of essence. And so yeah, that's quite incredible that this is coming back in this message. So what I want to say with the gift of dance: you are so beautiful to me. I promise to love you forever. I love you. To me, it's like a message with the Four of Wands, saying that, you know, dance is a gift that we can use everywhere. I know we used to go in a space to actually dance and have a party with other people, but it's also dance. It's a beautiful way to actually I hear transcend energy that do not belong to us. And you know, it's funny because I see the dragon and the snake dancing together, and I feel that dance is the dance that is actually liberating us and protecting us, because the vibration of ourselves is getting higher and higher with the energy of dance as well. So I think that's why this is coming here today. Then we have again the I mean, I know it's the sound of healing ritual, and maybe that can be related to the dance. So again, using sound to heal. But this card come in pretty much all of my reading, and it's actually a person in the water. And what I feel with the water again is that to cleanse, you may need to be near the water. You want to look at the water you drink is very important, because the water you drink can actually diminish your vibration. So use active charcoal in your water to filter it, or if you have a filter, that's beautiful as well. Try to have your water in actually glass, not plastic. You know, water in this time is super important to actually cleanse the body from all the energy that are actually growing, and that come a lot. And I feel every time is the message of it, but I do feel that the ritual of sound healing could go very well with the dance to actually bring joy in us. So again, choose very carefully what you listen to, the wording, because the word in song can actually, on a subconscious level, shift things as well. So make sure you know what you are listening to, because what you are listening to, excuse me my English, because there is word that can really change the vibration in not such a good way. So listen to music that actually have words that increase your vibration. Then we have the third eye, the perception, the desire to know true self. And again, to me, it's the sphere that is going to be able to actually see more about our own self, as we polish, as we cleanse. We are going to really refine that very strongly. I really do feel that, and that's going to change the perception. And I think the perception is like the perception of how we are strategic, how we find joy in our life, how we find the very essential things for us that are or very strong and anchor into ourselves. Yeah. The tiger has come today of the black moon. Second chance brings success. It's funny because when I hear second chance, I almost feel that on a personal level, when we experience again some things that need to be changed or healed, it's almost like it's going to come to you. When you have experienced some things and that is come and bother you, if you have been unable to look at it and actually work on it, and that you repeat always the same schematic, I feel that is going to be the second chance to also come and be shown to you again for you to do the work. But what I'm also feeling on a collective level with what we are going through right now, I do feel almost that what the work we are trying to do right now with the elevation of frequency, I'm pretty sure of it, we have gone through this in another way before to be able to do this work. And I feel that now is the time where they're like, well, this is the second chance we give you to do this work, to get there, and we know that you're going to actually succeed this time into it. And so I just find that that's quite beautiful, and the fact that, you know, it's very showing the third eye, I think to me it's really the elevation of the perception, of the opening, of seeing beyond the veil again, and to also be connected to a part of ourselves that we have not connected before. And I want to say the unconditional love, but I feel it's even more profound than that. I think we realize that we are more than a physical matter, and a lot of people still need to go through that understanding of it, and that's nothing wrong about it. It's just a journey of awareness, and I feel it's a beautiful gift that we have to be able to actually have a second chance to succeed this, even if it's really, really challenging on personal level, but it's going to help us to really reconnect with each other and get to another level of life. I really feel it very strongly. So the last message that I have here is catching your thought. Are you consciously aware of your thought and that they are just that, thoughts? Each day, millions of thoughts roll through our minds and they drive many of our choices. When we catch our thoughts, we get an opportunity to question them, to work out if they are true and whether we want to act on them or not, rather than have them unconsciously drive our action. The first step to catching our thought is to begin to notice them. So this is really the awareness of coming back to the self, you know, because when you come back to the self, you actually go on a deeper level of yourself, which is really your heart center. And through that heart center, you are able to connect your heart through your mind, and it means that you are able to detach from the thoughts that are coming and realizing the one that you want to use good in your life or the one you want to let go. So I think this is very interesting. Also, I forgot, but I know there was a message in Trust Life. It was the 23rd of October that I heard before. Oh, I passed that. And I forgot to take the book. Alright, so let's read this. I am open and receptive to all good. When something is good come into your life, say yes to it. Open yourself to receiving good. Say yes to your world. Opportunities and prosperity will increase 100-fold. Today, your mirror work is going to focus on receiving your prosperity. Oh, I think that's a good thing for everybody. Stand up with your arms outstretched and say, I am open and receptive to all good. Now look into the mirror and say it again. I am open and receptive to all good. Let the words flow from your heart. I am open and receptive to all good. I am open and receptive to all good. Repeat this affirmation 10 more times. Notice how you feel. Do you feel liberated? Do this exercise every morning for a week or more. It's a wonderful way to increase your prosperity consciousness. Well, you know, I feel this is a beautiful message that is connected to the hope we have. So, and it's what I'm saying. It's like the thought we bring in, the hope we have, that's energy we emanate from us, the word we use as well. So there is quite a lot of different message in this reading, and I'm going to pick from the star seed to see what one to come. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realm. If that's not a gift to the end of our reading today, it is true. We are guided, and that's really what I want to say to you. We are guided, and that's why, you know, I bring this message because I know this message need to reach you, or someone you know, you might want to pass it on, or you know, you'll have the understanding of what's going on. And again, you know, you take what resonates to you. You have your own trust, you have your own intuition. So I'm not trying to say that that's the truth. No, this is my truth. It's what I hear, it's what I want to share, it's what I have been asked to do, this mission, this purpose that I am living right now, and I really want to share that with you. Know that I also offer a one-on-one session. My website is actually down below, so if you are interested, connect with me. And I am actually sending you lots of love and light, and I hope that you can continue to be guided by the hope that you have in your heart, and cherish all that you are and all that you have in your life. I'm sending you lots of good vibe. You take care, beautiful soul. Bye.